Hey everybody, it's Chadwick from chadwickandamy.com. Our next garden update. It's been 2 weeks since video number 6 on the YouTube. And so there's a few things we want to update you on. Last time we had some of our seeds that hadn't taken off. And so 2 weeks ago we'd put some new seeds in the ground just to kind of fill in some spots. And then also just give you an update on how everything else is doing. Happy to say this time I can actually show you some pumpkins. In the last video, I had just put new seeds in the ground because the pumpkins that we had put in before had not taken off. So you can see 2 weeks later, we've got 5 of the plants going. Very happy about that. Squash are all still doing really well. I expect we're starting to see some potential for some blossoms coming soon. So we should start seeing some of the fruit come out of the ground down there. The peas were one of the areas where we had spaces to fill in, where some of the seeds didn't take off, some of them did, so we filled in. And right now we've got a pretty good thing going for the peas. A lot of the seeds that we put in the ground 2 weeks ago have now started to take off, so they're a little behind, but it's okay. We still have plenty of growing season ahead. As you can see here, we're starting to get some of the peas blossoming, and this is taking place all over the pea section of the garden. This is our first pea plant to reach the top of the tomato cage. So what Amy did just a few minutes ago was we're going to pinch off the top. We're not going to let them go any higher than the cage. And what we're hoping to see then is a filling out around the cage. So happy with the peas on that. The bush beans are still out of control here. They're growing well. We've noticed some of them are wanting to hang over the sides of the bale, so we're going to go ahead and put some string up here in the next week or so just to help keep them propped up just a tad. Right down here, our zucchinis are going crazy. I think I just got bit.
Oh, are you okay?
I think so.
Okay, we'll check that out in a minute.
Jeez, I just got bit. Oh well. Moving on to the zucchinis.
Bees like to pollinate.
They do. They do. Here's a beauty going on right here. This is definitely the one that's furthest along in the mix, but we're starting to see signs that this is going to be happening all over the zucchini section soon. So very happy about that. Moving on down over here to our jalapenos. Again, these guys are going crazy. I think in the last video this was the only one that we really had to show that was going on. But if you look around here, it looks like a zucchini Christmas tree right now with all these little the jalapeno Christmas tree. This one, right? I mean, this one has fruit starting all over the place. Very happy. So a few more weeks we're going to be able to start getting those ready for some salsa and whatnot. Our peppers, it's kind of it kind of makes you sad to look at it. Not exactly sure. Like here we have some fruits coming out, but just that guy there, and there's signs of that in the rest of the peppers, but they're looking kind of shabby. Oh, there's a good fruit right there.
Mm-hmm.
So, might be hit or miss on the peppers this year. We'll keep our eye on them, let you know how they do. Tomatoes we're pretty pleased with. We've got some fun stuff happening down here with some of these guys. These are our Romas, right, sweetie?
Yep.
These Romas are looking good. We're seeing good fruits on them. I think this one's a Roma as well.
Yep.
So you can see they're starting to show up. Over here our cherries are also starting to show up there. And so the tomatoes are pretty happy on there. Let's go ahead and go around to get to them so we don't trip over the hydration system. Have not really had to use the hydration system a whole lot in the last couple weeks because we've had some beautiful rains and then some great sunshiny skies coming in. So I think this is probably the third time in 2 weeks that we've actually turned the water on because the rain's just been great. The bales are staying nice and moist. Very happy. Cucumbers. Again, the cucumbers were 2 weeks ago. If you watched the video, you would have seen that I think about 1/3 of them had come up from seeds, and so we did put some fresh seeds in the ground, and we're happy to say that a lot of those new seeds are coming up. This is one that was already up. Of course, that first one there.
Grasshopper?
Oh, and the little grasshopper wants to get his debut on there. Good. But you can see the cucumber plants are doing pretty well. This guy shot up the last day or two.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I've mentioned before, we're really looking forward to doing some pickles. So we want these cucumbers to come up. Our cilantro is very potent. You can't smell that, but like this smell will follow us around the yard for a good 10 minutes. I'll be able to smell it if the wind blows just right now that it's on my fingers, but it's good. So the cucumbers are going good. We're starting to get some purple in our lavenders. So that's just something in there that's for fun, but it's going well. Our basil's doing pretty well over here. We've actually, last weekend with the basil, we made some spaghetti, came out to the garden and did it all up. So we got to use our own basil already. But overall, it's happy. It's happy to come outside and look up here and see this going on. We've got a few maintenance things that we're going to take care of, like I said, with the beans, getting them propped up a little bit, watching the peas still coming. We should be able to start eating these peas here within the next week or two. Very happy. But as you can see, everything's going well in the StrawBale garden. Thank you for stopping by to watch the video. Ask that you subscribe, share the video, leave a comment, leave a like, dislike. It's all good for us. And we hope that this is helping with some ideas that you may have in your own neck of the woods. Thanks a lot.